What's going on? It's your boy Warren. And today we're going to break down what a mono black bracket 4 zombies list looks like. Be sure to like and subscribe. Know what commander we should cover next. Let's talk about Gisa, the Hellraiser. Got a 5 mana 4/4 with ward 2, pay 2 life. Zombies and skeletons you control. Get +1/+1 and have menace. All of that's really powerful. And because this is a Thunder Junction card, whenever you commit a crime, create 2 tapped 2/2 blue and black zombie creature token. This ability triggers only once each turn. So obviously we want to lean heavily into committing crimes. We want to be able to do it on everyone's turn so that we can make 8 zombies every round of the table. Now, Gisa's already a built-in anthem for the team, so I'm not leaning heavily into that. But we do have a couple of finishers that will want us to buff up our team and swing with everything. So let's commit some crimes. Priest of Forgotten Gods, sacrifice 2 other creatures, any number of target players, each lose 2 life and sacrifice a creature. You add 2 black and draw a card. That says target a player, so we're good to go there. And what do we care if we sacrifice the 2 zombies we just made on the previous turn? All of that seems really good here. We're also going to play Withered Wretch. It has 1, exile target card from a graveyard. So we get a little bit of graveyard control, and every time we target an opponent's graveyard, we commit a crime. So for 1 mana each round of the table, we can make 2 zombies. Anytime we can stick in the MDFCs, like Boggart Trawler, we're going to play them, and this one happens to commit a crime if we do play it as Boggart Trawler. It enters exile target player's graveyard. Oh, we're targeting a graveyard again. Cemetery Reaper is an anthem for sure, but really it's just another way to exile a card from a graveyard and make a zombie token, which will bring 2 more zombie tokens with it because of Gisa. And 3 mana to get 1 card out of a graveyard and make a zombie ain't great, but 3 mana, make 3 zombies. That's awesome. We're also playing Stronghold Assassin. Sack a creature, destroy target non-black creature. We're going to trade 1 zombie for 2 zombies. That's great. This might be the best card in the deck. Zombie Trailblazer. Tap an untapped zombie you control, target land becomes a swamp. Tap an untapped zombie you control, target creature gains Swamp Walk until end of turn. You're going to be making deals all over the place, giving your opponents Swamp Walk and creatures, and giving your opponents swamps to deal with. Yawgmoth Thran Physician looks really good in this deck. Pay a life, sack a creature. Put a 1/1 counter out into 1 target creature and draw a card. That's great. We're sacking a creature. We're making 2 creatures. I also really like Gem Palm Polluter to just absolutely murk someone out of nowhere. A 6 mana 4/3 vanilla creature ain't great, but for cycling black, you may have target player lose 1 life for each zombie in play. A 2 mana Fireball to take care of a problem seems really good. We want to play some free spells here too, just to make sure we're getting those crimes committed and building up our zombie count as much as possible. So we've got Slaughter Pact. Make sure you pay in your upkeep or you'll lose the game. I don't know how you remind yourself to pay for your packs, but I usually take 7 or 8 or 9 dice and set them on top of my deck. No one's going to forget that I have something to do before I draw a card. Deadly Rollick obviously fits into this as well. Commit a crime, exile a creature, make 2 zombies, all good. Again, we want to target graveyards as much as possible, so we're playing Ghost Vacuum, exile a card, great, but also make us 2 zombies, even better. On top of that, we get the OG, Relic of Progenitus. Probably my favorite card in this list is Altar of Dementia. Sack a creature, mill someone for 2, make 2 more zombies, repeat every turn. We even have utility in our land base with Bajuka Bog, exile someone's graveyard. Now, since we're in level 4, we're playing Optimized. We're going to really lean into optimizing our land base as well. Mono black decks play Cabal Coffers. It's just the way it is. We're going to Demonic Tutor for this a lot of the time. We're also going to play Urborg Tomb of Yawgmoth, make everything a swamp. Massive amounts of mana are required to play a mono black deck. Deserted Temple got reprinted in Modern Horizons 3, so it's super cheap now, but it's also really good to get another activation off your Cabal Coffers, and I think it's worth it here. We're also going to play Nykthos Shrine to Nyx. All those zombie cards have black in their casting cost. And even though we're a token deck, we are definitely putting permanents to the battlefield from our hand. So Devotion to Black is going to be really high in this deck. We even get 3 Tree City, so we get to do the same thing because of all the zombies we're going to have in our deck. Again, this deck is optimized, so we are playing Demonic Tutor. We are playing Vampiric Tutor. We need those lands to be as consistent as possible. And if we've got the lands already, we get to start getting our Haymakers. We're playing Ancient Tomb. We want Gisa out early and often. One of my favorite underrated tutors in all of Magic is Final Parting. search for 2 cards, put one in your hand, put the other in the graveyard, then shuffle. So you just go get Reanimate and Grey Merchant of Asphodel. Maybe you get Black Market and Blasphemous Edict. It doesn't really matter. Put something awesome in your graveyard, put something awesome in your hand. Putting things in our graveyard is going to be helpful. We're playing Entomb. Putting cards in everyone's graveyard is going to be helpful. So we're going to do something real nice and play Breach the Multiverse as one of our big top-end haymakers. Everyone mills 10, and then you reanimate something from everyone's graveyards. We're a mono black deck, so we get to play Throne of Eldraine, and if you've never played with this card, it is absolutely bonkers. It's a 5-mana rock that taps for 4 mana of the color of your deck. Now, have you heard of Necromancer's Stockpile? 2 mana, discard a creature card, draw a card. If you discard a zombie, make another zombie. That all seems good. One of the best ways to slow your opponents down when you're playing mono black is Contamination. Now, it does have an upkeep cost of sacrifice a creature, but we've got lots of those. And it makes all lands tap for black mana instead of what it would actually produce. Those greedy 5-color mana bases, you got them. And even that mono-red dragons deck you're playing against, they can't cast their spells anymore. We got lots of creatures dying, so Black Market is a huge part of this deck. Creatures die, you get a charge counter. In your pre-combat main phase, you get black mana for each charge counter on Black Market. This can be a ton. So, Gisa the Hellraiser, a really powerful mono-black commander. The commit a crime thing, you can really lean into that to bolster the number of tokens you play. And at the end of the day, these crazy eyes, that shovel, it's going to win you a lot of commander games, and who doesn't like that? Hope this helps.